Hi, this is Chaz Palminteri, and if you're thinking about getting your eyes done, the only person to see is Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada. I flew all the way from New York to be here, and Dr. Rothman did my eyes. And all I could say is, it's a miracle. I could see. You see Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada.
From the Strip in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pub Crawl, where each week we struggle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David Ivey.
Hey there, and welcome to Pub Crawl, the best source of Vegas-y drinky goodness. I'm Alicia.
I'm David, and today we're dry.
So sad, really, isn't it?
We are dry. But we'll talk about that in a minute.
So first off, welcome the live studio audience. Welcome! And as always, welcome the live chat room.
Chat room. If you'd like to get a hold of us, pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com. That's pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com. We are on Twitter as Trek Vegas, which is very relevant in this week's episode. And Vegas Video Network is the network. iTunes, Roku, KSHP 1400 AM every Saturday here in Las Vegas.
We heard ourselves again this Saturday. We heard ourselves again this Saturday.
Yes, we did. Voicemail. On the website, the Vegas Video Network website, over in the right-hand corner, you click the little button, and you can record a voicemail right there to any of the shows.
We'd love to hear from you.
There you go. Well, normally about this time, we would do a cocktail of the week. This week's cocktail of the week is water. Yes, water. Water is not really
not good.
Not a fan. But I can't drink any sports drinks because of my toxic bee. And we're falling apart, man.
Actually, I got my results back, my blood from my.
Oh, that's right.
I'm fine. I'm perfectly healthy. The only thing I have a very low thiamine.
Me too. We both got
We're both like got zero thiamine in our diets, and the doctor said, "Don't you eat any whole grains?" I'm like, "No,
nope.
No, I don't.
We don't.
Not at all. So we have to take supplements."
I said if we could do grain alcohol, and he said no.
No, that didn't work.
Does beer count as a grain? No.
No, it doesn't.
So I bought cornflakes. I did.
Yeah. Eat bread. You don't need bread.
Well, but the reason we're not doing a cocktail of the week, the reason we're doing water is last week was
4-day long
Star Trek convention, which is, if you guys can watch us, you remember, we go ballistic during that thing. So, and we did. We went absolutely bat crap crazy. Not as bad as we did last year, but we're a year older.
Right.
And I feel a year worse this year. So we started drinking on Thursday and stopped on Monday. Monday.
It was an epic weekend.
We took days off. We didn't even go to work on Friday and Monday.
No.
And I was just...
plan vacations around this epic weekend.
We do. I was just saying that I think you take a 5-gallon bucket of, like a Sparklets bottle. We drank that much booze.
Each of us.
Each. Well, probably because of the beer. I'm sure we drank half of that in beer. Easy.
I'm sure.
We
were being economical.
We'll explain the beer situation. Let's get to the adventure, and then we'll throw it in there. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, let's do a pub crawl adventure.
Oh, hi. I'm Kelly Clinton. That sucked. I wonder if Joan Rivers is watching. Oh, please. Oh, my God. Who cares? I don't have a different one. You know who watches this show? Wayne Newton.
You got that right, Kelly. I think you're absolutely beautiful and talented young lady. 5, 6, 9, 12. Talker shit.
More camera time for me. Hey, I wonder if Cher's watching. Oh, please. I have so many other things to do. Woo! Hi, I'm Kelly Clinton. I'm the host of Talk Tales, and you're watching the Vegas Video Network. That was
Man, this is sure hydrating.
Yeah, not very satisfying.
Going right to my head. This is a conscious choice. We're gonna dry out for about a week. Man, okay. So here's what we did. You go into the Rio, half price drinks for locals. That's good, right? Except, as we talked about a couple weeks ago, they don't really like to give you that deal.
Oh no, you have to fight for it, and we had to fight for it again.
Yes, you have to actually kick and scream to try to get that deal. Not at all the bars, but at some of the bars. Give them the thing and this and that. They go. And one thing or another, they were better this year, but every bar, every bartender, the drink was a different price.
Yeah, for every person.
No idea.
It was like $12, $9, $7, $15.
$9.50, $8.50.
They have got no standardization of their drink prices.
Crazy. So we would go into the Masquerade shop. It's right next to the Masquerade bar in the Masquerade Tower under the show in the sky thing.
And we actually ended up influencing a lot of people by doing this.
Yes. Very smart move. Well, the big 24-ounce beers, they have Coors Light, Bud Light, Miller Lite. They have the Frosters.
They have the Mickeys.
Mickeys, which is where we started. And those are all $4. Yes.
What a screaming deal.
$4 for a 24-ounce beer. That's $2 a beer, right? So, and then they have the little bottles, the 12-ounce regular size, but they have good beers. Fat Tire, Newcastle, Guinness. Those are like $3. Now, granted, they're half the size more than.
But it's a better quality.
But they're better beer, so you can pick and choose. We were in there every 20 minutes with another big can, or not that often, but every time we walked by, we'd get another one.
Yeah, the little Asian lady at the checkout has an afro. I don't know if that's her real hair or not.
She's the coolest. She looks like the drummer for Lenny Kravitz.
She does.
She's got a humongous. And I don't mean like an afro. She's got a 70s afro, and she wears horn-rimmed glasses. She's the most badass looking person in that whole place, and I think she does it on purpose.
I think
she looks really hip.
Quite stylish.
And she's very
like,
funny.
Oh, hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah. She was great. So we went through.
I will say though, compared to last year, our bar tab was tiny.
You are right. We spent a tenth, and I'm not kidding, a tenth.
Because we learned the hard way.
Because we probably spent $100, and I think last year we spent $1,000 on booze.
That was just
we were getting ripped off.
Yeah, those people adding with PAL tax.
Yeah, we got the PAL tax constantly.
That wasn't just what we had.
We got just bent over by that jerk at the bar.
And the random prices that they throw on.
Yeah, so this year, just buying it ourselves, we made out.
So we walked up, we're hanging out with friends at that, like in that area at that bar, and we just walked up, we went like this, the bartender, like, we're not buying it. We're not playing ball, buddy.
Right, we didn't buy a single drink from that guy.
And we didn't.
We didn't. We just went in there, but then we go get drinks at other bars, but whatever. But we'll talk about that. But the convention was awesome. We got a picture of just some of the stuff we saw. This is a costume contest that was going on. Oh, there's Big Spock. He runs around downtown. He's a local.
Yeah, so that giant Spock, he's about 6'7", and he is gigantic.
He runs around downtown.
I've never seen him downtown. He said when he used to play a couple summers ago.
Yeah, he would just walk around down there. And that was some of the costumes. But we had some friends in that one.
So this is, so the stage is about 3 times as long as this picture shows. So there's a ton more people up there, but you can see there's like the different types of costumes. And these people are pretty amazing. They sew their own costumes, like our
and
friends.
I'm sure if you're not into Star Trek, you go, what are those gangsters over on the left? It's like, you got to remember the piece of the action episode where Kirk and Spock went back to
the girl, our friend in the middle, Nicole, she actually hand-painted.
Oh, it's crazy. It was such a good time. So many good friends. But what I like about it for us, and as far as it relates to Pub Crawl, is we got to stay in a hotel for 4 days, which is something we don't normally do.
Staycation, and so nice. There's no animals sleeping on my head.
Right. Tribbles.
We got a tribble. This thing followed us home.
So
we're gonna leave it in the studio.
Yeah. But we were able to stay at one place, eat at one place. All of that. So that was really cool.
We got to fully explore the Rio.
Right. In fact, the couple things we hit.
Martirano's, it's an Italian restaurant.
Okay, you've probably seen it if you've been into town. It's the big, fancy Italian place in the Rio.
They just changed their billboard, too, so it's not as disgusting to look at.
Okay, it used to be really bad, because there's the head chef guy, and he's kind of scary looking.
Oh yeah,
he's the owner.
He looks like such a Guido.
and the billboard used to be his face, if you could imagine that.
But his face really close up, and then this like gorgeous chick next to him, so it's like you could see the
it was
like
awful.
Oh god.
And it's also the name's really weird, and usually the advertising is Yoka's, it's like a meatball, and it's all over town. They're famous for their meatballs.
The $14 meatball, which was really good.
Okay, so we went there with the friends. A couple things had happened. We walked in, fancy bar, great drinks. In fact, I wrote down a couple of their drinks. We tried a couple from our friends, but we'll get to those in a second. We walk in, go to bourbon and diets, right? And then another one of these bartenders at the Rio.
Oh, she was a snappy one, too.
I know, she's like, oh, how many are in your party? I went 2, because I get what she's doing.
Because you showed her
my ID and my player's card, which means I want the discount. But she didn't want to run it up and then have to go to other people and ring it again. She was lazy, so I'm like, just 14 of us. But I want to, and she's like, oh, and I'm like, separate check. And she's like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the hell? Then she comes
pleasure
back.
being here.
Yeah. Then she comes back and it was so we get 25% off. 50% off the bars, 25% off restaurants. She comes back with like $25. I'm like, whoa, we get the discount. She goes, that is the discount. These two little.
Like, well, I would have gotten a martini for that price.
I know, for 12. So they were $12 drinks.
That was half off. That was just for
25% off.
Bourbon and diet.
Yeah, crazy. So anyway, really expensive. Go sit down. The food, you know, we have a thing with Italian food. I always think it's overpriced because I think, what am I getting here? Why is it $30?
Well, the meatball was $14, just a meatball with a little bit of sauce.
And a salad. And a side salad.
Yeah, a little side salad.
And the Montenero side salad. Now, I will say the meatball was
good. It was good. It was really good.
I don't know if it was $14 good. The salad was great.
It was.
The salad was really good. The bread's really good, as it would be.
Risotto was good.
Okay, we got a side of risotto, and that was great.
Sea bass was good. The
risotto, but someone else got sea bass for $50 a plate. I guess that was good. But, geez, Italian food's way too expensive. So we got 2 appetizers. We got the meatball appetizer, side of risotto, 2 martinis, and it was $77. Then we got our discount. It was $59. So I was like, okay, it's not too bad, but the martinis were $15 a piece. Yeah, so it's $30 right there. That was the most we spent all weekend.
So I think we tried every place, every single restaurant and buffet.
We did a seafood buffet, which is still a better deal. Oh, Monday, we did the actual Carnival Buffet, the buffet that Rio's famous for, that's been there since it's open.
Because the prices drop on Mondays. We're never usually around on Monday.
Our buffet price was $10 a person.
Cheap.
Or $8 a person, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was it was $20, right, for the 2 of us. For a buffet. That was pretty good. I mean, it's a buffet, but for $10 a head, that was pretty good.
We even ate at the deli, too. We had pizza at the deli.
But actually, we spent most of our time.
We
spent most of our time at All American Bar and Grill. That's where we ate most of our meals. That's kind of their cafe. I'm going to say maybe the best chicken wings. We've said this before last year.
Oh yeah, they're just really, really.
Their chicken wings. We got 30 of them.
Well, not just us.
Well, there were 4 of us. We got 30 of them, and I think there were 4 left.
I had 1.
They have probably the best chicken wings I've had in town. They're huge and crunchy. They're awesome. Their food's too big is their problem. I got a French dip sandwich. It was like that big. What am I going to do? You can't dip that. You're like, you got to get it over your shoulder, and you're kind of.
Yeah, lean in. I got to get a wheelbarrow and try to put it.
But actually, that place is pretty good. And not totally expensive, and local discount, 25% off. So it's actually, that's the place to go.
Although I do think that we annoyed quite a few of our out-of-town friends, because David, well, maybe not we, but maybe you, kept saying, well, with the locals deal, it's half off. And they're like, after all, I'm like, just stop talking about it.
Well, they're like, what are you going to eat? We're like, we're going to hear because, well.
Yeah, unless you buy it for them.
And we did. We bought everybody a seafood buffet. It was kind of offering. Yeah, you get up to like 6 or 12 people. You can't buy everybody in line, but your party. We only had 4 of us. And so we said, And the seafood buffet, which is normally $44, if you're local and you have your card, your player's card, which you have to have, it's like $32.
Which isn't bad.
No, it isn't for the seafood buffet. But we thought it'd be interesting to talk about a couple places in town, because we're dry, that is awesome, that has no booze. And it took us hours to think of where have we gone that we liked that didn't have booze. That's like a sit-down place.
Top 3 list.
Now, number 1, absolute, I think maybe the best liquid I've ever tasted outside of like that tequila at Cananita with the pineapple.
The infused, yeah.
There's a place it's a kind of a confusing location. It's called Espresso Cafe. It's at the Forum Shops in Caesar's Palace. We stumbled across it. They have a. I'll start.
We have a picture of it. Throw that up.
Yeah. There's a picture, but that'll kind of explain where it is. It's underneath that. If you look straight above the place, there's that winding escalator. In fact, it's the only winding escalator I've ever been on that kind of turns. Is it the only one? Okay, because every time I'm on it, I'm like, that's crazy. And you can see right there in that picture, it's right below that.
And it took us, we've been coming there for years, and we found out that place has been there for years, but we never walked around the back.
Right, because you know that
never even knew it was there.
This is at that part of the Forum Shop that's that pops right out at the Mirage. You're like literally 100 feet from the Mirage entrance. It's right over there, not over by the fountains and Evel Knievel, but over on that other side. You walk in. The problem with that part of the place is none of it goes through. So if you go all the way around this way, you're stuck. And that's where it is. First floor all the way around. Okay, they in there have a green tea frappe or something. I don't know.
So good.
It is unbelievably good. It's like a green tea milkshake is kind of what it's like, but it's not really a milkshake. It's a green tea, but it's got like milk in it, and it's frothy, and it's so unbelievable. You got it the first time.
Green tea latte, I think is what they call it.
That's what it is. Yeah, green tea latte. I got a nice coffee like I do. You got that. I thought the coffee was really good. And the guy that works there is awesome. Big, tall, skinny foreign guy, like an Italian or something. And
very nice.
And very nice. And you got this green tea thing. I had to get one and just suck the whole thing down. It was so good. I was like,
just like that.
Yeah, no, I did. I got a head rush or a brain freeze. It was so good. I highly recommend if you're running around any part of that. If you're at the Mirage, Harrah's, Caesars, any part of that town, anywhere around there, and you want something non-alcoholic that's just killer, the green tea, whatever you called it. Latte.
And then there's that little chocolate shop right there, too, right behind it.
Right, Vorga or something like that that's right next door. But this place is just killer. They have little like snacks and stuff, too, but just get this green tea.
You can go in there and get free samples.
Yeah, just get the green tea out there. Second, just as hidden is that, I'm kind of going out of order, sorry, but I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago, maybe, the Bouchon Bakery. That's even more hidden than this place. That is in the Venetian, right by, it's under the escalator, back around the back, like if you come down from the rooms.
I'm trying to picture it.
It's by where you buy tickets to Phantom. It's hidden back behind there. It's this crazy location, but if you go to Phantom, where Phantom is and where I don't know what's going in there now, but it's like underneath the escalator, like behind the escalator. And oh my, this is Bouchon, the Bouchon, like the Bouchon fancy restaurant, one of the best restaurants in the world. It's their little bakery. They have all their breads, all their, I don't know what you call those things, tarts and baubles.
I don't eat bread. I don't know.
Apparently not, because we don't have any claimant. They have all that stuff. They have incredible coffee. That's the place we got coffee and got so torqued up we couldn't even stand it.
Okay. I remember that.
That was the
our
strongest
drinking coffee and not eating.
Then we went up to table 10.
Then we felt high.
In fact, I have in my notes that was the low end highball.
Right.
Because I did that coffee that just was like, and then we went upstairs and got martinis, and I was like, oh, I was like, I was like that, like, oh my God. That was the strongest coffee I've ever had. But if you want it without spending a fortune on Bouchon to get all the fancy stuff, you can just go get their bread and all. It's just incredible. And I've always said, best cup of coffee in Las Vegas. At the Palazzo, right next door, if you can stand another cup of coffee if you've been to one of these places.
You can also get tea and other things. Too.
Right, is Espresso Monte Illy. They serve Illy coffee there, which is kind of the brand you get everywhere. I think it's the best cup of coffee I've ever had. I mentioned it last year. We went to it. I was like, I've never had a better cup.
Bring your flask and put some clue in there.
No, you don't. No, we can't.
No, not us. One could.
Well, I think it's
on Pub Crawl.
Right.
Coffee shop hop.
Right. I think it's the best cup of coffee I've had. is at Espresso Monte. They've got a bunch of gelatos and all that crap too, but just go in there, you get the coffee. Incredible. Those are the only places I could think of. But to recap, Espresso Cafe at the Forum Shops, back behind.
Oh, I love that place.
Green
and it's
tea.
Hidden. It's so tiny.
Well, you know what? They have another location on the 3rd floor that's an actual place. This is just their little kiosk. I know this because the place is for sale. I saw it. The only way I could find the picture of it was it Xylo or whatever? What's the one that sells businesses? The website that just sells businesses for sale. And so this place apparently is for sale. But anyway.
How much?
I don't know. It's 220. I know it's 225 feet.
Do you get the employee with it?
I hope so. That guy's cool. So anyway, the green tea.
I'll take it.
Frappe. What do you call that thing?
Frappe.
No, you didn't.
Latte.
Latte. Okay, green tea latte at that place. Killer. Anything at Bouchon Bakery. Unbelievable. And Espresso Monte, I think the best cup of coffee, or best iced coffee I've ever had. I just get iced coffees. I don't know what you're supposed to get at these places, but I'm not a big coffee drinker. And then to recap, Rio, Montaneros, good. Oh, the drinks. We were going to talk about it. They got the Frank Sinatra, the Godfather, and the Dean Martin. They were good, and I can't believe I like the Frank Sinatra, the martini.
Oh, okay. So the Frank Sinatra has Gentleman Jack, Hiram Walker, apple sour schnapps with a splash of cranberry.
Now that sounds terrible because sour apple schnapps immediately makes me want to hurl.
I could taste it.
But it was really subtle, and apparently that's not a bad. That I guess whoever does that schnapps, this isn't like what's that stuff that sucks.
Oh, Pucker.
Yeah. Okay, it's not that. This is so smooth and so good. The Dean Martin is citrus vodka, simple syrup, spice soda, strawberries, and basil, which was good.
That was good.
Yeah, and the Godfather, what's that? Kahlua, I'm out. Absolute vanilla vodka, I'm out. Splash of Ferrangelico, out. Bailey's Irish Cream. No, I wouldn't do the Godfather.
It might be good.
Oh, so sure, it's good. It sounds like a chocolate cake or something.
Yeah, we sampled the Frank Sinatra and the Dean Martin.
And they were really good. So the drinks are pretty killer. Probably the most high-end for that bar. Well, iBar's got cool drinks in them.
Oh, yeah.
It was okay. We'll never go back. Sorry, cuz. We'll never go back.
Unless there's a Groupon. Meatball was good.
It was good. Unless it's but it's a $14 meatball. It's like a Groupon or something. I can't see. But
we tore the Rio up.
We did. In fact, we left, checked out on Monday, and then went back for a room party Monday afternoon. And we were like looking out as the sun was going down. It was on Monday. We're like, we're still here. Our stuff's home. We're still here. Oh, didn't want to.
Everybody was still in town, so you had to.
But it's good for us to stay in one location for 4 days. It's kind of like being on vacation. Kind of liked it. So, Rio's cool. I like the Rio. Good parking.
Good parking, yes, absolutely. And Chippendales is there.
Yeah. Oh, but there's a tip. If you're a guy, you want to hook up with a girl, go to the Rio. Don't hang out in front of Chippendales like a creep. But hang around.
You can stand in front of that sign and just.
But hang around the Rio. I've never seen so many bachelorette parties in my life. I mean, they were everywhere. Like every group, someone had a sash and the thing.
That's a pretty good tip. And they're drunk.
Right, but I said, don't hang outside the door like a creep, but hang around just in the Rio. Yeah.
You're coming out.
Are you bachelorette?
Which one?
Yeah, that's probably wouldn't be good. With your van out front. But, yeah.
With your rape van out front.
Your rape van parked out front. Anyway, so that was our adventure. As dry, half dry as it was, and actually as wet as it was. So let's get to, take a break, and come back with Hey Bartender.
Let's do it.
Good one.
You know, one of the things I like best about the Vegas Video Network are the people. There are no divas here. Everyone is exactly the same off camera as they are on.
Hey guys, what's cocktail of the week this week?
You know what? I'll let you know what it is when it's time for you to know what it is. Why don't you get off the stage and get back in your production hole? Oh my God. You know what? And tell cheap-ass Whitney to get us some decent brand liquor. This hobo off-ramp crap ain't cutting it. God, idiots.
Totally.
Oh, anyway, we're back. We got an email. We got a couple this week, but this one hits so close to home. I want you to read it, and I want to talk about it a little bit. This hits close to home.
Okay.
How many calories in water, by the way?
0.
According to the thing, none.
0. Okay, this one is from our old buddy Rog.
Yay!
Hey, it's great to have the cocktail of the week back. Do you like the one this week?
Yeah, not this week.
H2O. I watch my calories too, so I'm wondering if you have some calorie reduction tips. Here are some of mine. Number 1, no blended drinks. Number 2, if I happen to get a calorie bomb drink, either I don't drink it or I pour in extra shots to increase the alcohol to sugar ratio. I like that. And number 3, I quit all the late night eating because alcohol makes me feel hungrier than I really am. And 4, I purposely drink on an empty stomach to decrease the calorie to buzz ratio.
That's pretty good. Well, it depends on how much. Okay, let's start with number 1. That's a great deal. We always do, as a rule, completely. I don't know when the last time I had a blended drink. Ever. And for the same reason.
Well, we used to do the Gardunos a lot.
We have no choice. If it's all you can drink margaritas and they just come around with the pitcher.
And it's a buffet.
Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, you could be a total pain in the butt and go, can I get it on the rocks? We don't have it on the rocks. But it does say all you can drink margaritas. It didn't say all you can drink blended margaritas.
It's true. Maybe we can ask.
Right, maybe we will.
It's still sugar.
That is a good rule. If it's blended, it's got a ton of sugar in it. I mean, you don't blend a martini, which we should try.
Oh,
that would be terrible.
That'd be kind of gross.
What was the second one? Oh, if you get a calorie bomb, get another shot.
Don't drink it or pour extra shots in it.
Yeah, we actually just avoid those altogether. I mean, if it says, I saw that if it says Bailey's Irish Cream and Frangelica, if it starts saying those things, we're like, nope. We like our drinks clear. Or at least, they could be brown, but
to me, it just depends what I'm in the mood for.
Right.
So mostly I'm not in the mood for a pina colada walking around normally,
Did we ever tell our pina colada story?
I don't know.
I never had one in my entire lifetime. Because why would you? And then we were at Mirage, of all places. And a friend of ours, who was a lady, got a pina colada, which is a big sissified drink, right? And I tried it, and it was the greatest thing I've ever had in my life. Like, oh my God, it is so good. I can't bring myself to drink it. Because it's in a big dumb glass with the things, and it's like you just say, "What?"
I love the umbrellas. They're so cool.
If I was sitting on a beach,
your hair later.
Yeah,
nice.
If I was sitting on a beach, maybe. Where did they invent that? In Puerto Rico, right, or somewhere like that?
Pina colada.
Yeah, it's like I guess if you're like somewhere like that, they are so good.
They're refreshing.
And I thought, if you're ever in the mood for one, and can handle it calorie-wise, just get. I think you could probably just get it in like a pint. So it's not in the weird glass. Like, why not? That way it just looks like a big white, like you're just drinking milk or something, which is, I don't know. Eating, we have to eat. And it's because of the amount of, if you start drinking, I like it to absorb something.
Or drink some coffee.
Well, we're doing that. Well, yeah, but then we got all wacky. So we always have to eat before we go out. That's kind of a rule. Or while we're out. It's like,
That's what makes it fun, going out and eating.
You know what's funny? As we walked around the Rio 50 times this weekend, going, where should we eat? Where should we eat? We've eaten there. How about this? And we'll walk around for 3 hours and not eating because we're like,
we're so picky. We're trying to figure out what we want to eat.
It's not that we're picky. It looks like we're picky. It seems like we're picky. But what we are is, okay, we don't want to blow these calories on something that sucks. Like, I want this to be great because we're going to be taking in probably 1,200 calories right now because we're eating at some restaurant. They're just going to pile on the fries, and I'm going to eat the hell out of them. But I want it to be good. Like, there's that Whopper bar in the Rio that everybody says is great. It's the fancy high-end Whopper joint.
We tried every place but that.
Never eaten there. If I'm going to blow 800 calories, it ain't going to be on a Whopper.
I meant to do that.
Right. Ain't going to be on a Whopper. But it's a fancy, I think it's the only one, there's one in New York, I think one here. It's a boutique Whopper. It's Burger King Whopper bar.
It's better quality meats.
Yeah, they got all like Angus meats, and they serve beer and stuff in there. But I'm not gonna do it. I just can't.
We haven't had dinner yet, so I think I'm gonna go to the Burger King bar.
It's funny we haven't had dinner tonight, and that's why we're like, we don't need to. Normally we have to eat something because I'm gonna come here and do a cocktail of the week, and then be like, whoa. So.
Well, I'm just hungry.
But we got a chat question.
All right, I've got a quick question here. Does eating actually reduce the blood alcohol content in your system?
Probably not.
No, it does not.
Yeah, probably not.
It does not. That's very smart.
Probably legally, no. It makes you feel a little better.
Neither does coffee. Neither does a cold shower.
Oh, yeah.
They're all myths.
I know. Well, it's we talked about this before. Another part of us going out and being splurgy is eating. That's half of what we do.
Actually, a fun experiment to do in town is go out and drink at a bar that has a little straw breathalyzer, and do a shot and then do it and then do a shot and then do it and then eat, and just keep like tracking it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, they have a couple. a couple bars have those. Yeah. Well, a couple bars have
now I have to call a cab.
Beach House has it. Steiner's has it. A couple places have it. They have little straws, and you put $1 in and you blow. Then the funny thing is, scary.
Yeah, and actually you can with the one at Steiner's, it's supposed to be $1 for one try, but it ended up going for like 20 tries. So I already did it, and Portland Dave already did it. So we're testing it out. So people started coming out of the bathroom. I'm like, hey, you try this, and just to show them what they were, and they were like way over, and they're like, wow, I think I'm gonna call a cab.
Right.
It's like, and that's probably like
good.
how we normally.
The funniest thing was,
like drunker than they think.
Our friend Guy was there, and we thought he was really drunk, and he blew it not too bad. I'm like, how is that possible? Like, but I guess it's like how you handle it, I mean, he was still over the legal limit, but he doesn't live here. He doesn't even drive. But it's like, wow, he's not even over the legal limit, or he is, but not like. I thought his blood alcohol would be like 100 or whatever, like whatever it is when you like bump into poles, like the crazy amount. But no, not bad. Like, all right. So I guess different strokes for different folks. But if you got one of those, good idea.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, anyway. Thank you, live studio audience.
Thank you, live chat room.
Chat room. Pub crawl at VegasVideoNetwork.com. I'm so not thirsty from drinking all this water. Man, I'm so not thirsty.
Boy, next week we're gonna have a fine cocktail.
And a beer doesn't even sound good right now.
Yeah, shut up.
We're Trek Vegas on the Twitter. Vegas Video Network is the Vegas Video Network on Twitter. Because somebody took... Oh, never mind. I got a whole rant about someone taking my name on Twitter.
I think you've already ranted on that.
I'm never going to be done. KSHP 1400 AM every Saturday here in Las Vegas. Can't beat that. Roku, iTunes, YouTube channel, VegasVideoNetwork.com.
It never ends.
I know. We're just everywhere you want to be.
Oh,
Stitcher. Hey,
right.
that's Stitcher's that way you could take us with you.
Nice.
Stream us anywhere you want.
As you will.
As you
may.
Remember, Pub Crawl urges you to drink responsibly. Use the little breathalyzer thing if they've got them, or carry a water around. But remember, we may leave stuff out, which we definitely did, but we do not make stuff up until next week. Water.
Ah, yes.